Standard 9, Unit 2, Water Conservation, Chapter 1, Water Structure, Well, Lakes, etc. Children, we can see the unit is related to water conservation. So, conservation. So, from the topic, from the word conservation, we get an idea that the chapter will be related to how the water can be conserved and what are the sources used to conserve the water. So now let's study in detail. Well, now everybody know what is a well, right? The construction of a pit to draw water from the ground is called a well. The well is one of the most popular structure designed to reach groundwater level and make water available for use. Now we know we get water when we dig a well. Now to dig a well we have to go to certain depth. Only at certain level or certain depth we can get water. Okay. So for that reason a well is being constructed. Water from wells is extracted by electrical equipment or by manpower, and it is used for domestic as well as for agriculture or irrigation purpose. Now let us see the structure of well. Now everybody must have seen how a well is been built, or if you don't know how it is been built, you must have at least seen a well, how it looks. Okay. So first let's see how it is been constructed. Now what happens, first a proper place is selected, okay, and a pit is been made over there. Now it depends upon the depth of the groundwater level. Okay, so you have to go to the depth as long as you get the level of water. Then the walls of the pit are constructed with bricks or they might be constructed with stone, it depends. Okay, now to get the water out, a pulley is being used or a pump that works on electricity or any other resources or any other energy, okay, that is being arranged or that is being used, or it can be done manually also with help of hand or with help of pulley. Now the width of the well depends on how much water is being stored. So the structure of well is generally circular. If you see, it generally looks it's generally in a circular structure. Okay, you can see the figure there. Next, types of wells. First is ad. A well which is narrow and often square in shape and deep is called an ad. Okay, what is ad? It is a well. Okay, it is a type of well which is very narrow. Okay, and it is usually square in shape, not circular in shape, and it is deep. Okay, that is called as ad. Now these wells are usually found in the areas where the groundwater is very deep. Next, second, narrow and deep well. A deep well which is narrow is called as coop. Okay, it is also called as coop. It is not square in shape, okay, but it is similar to ad. Okay, the sources are similar to ad. Next, round well. This is the most widespread and visible well. It is circular in shape. The only difference is in its diameter and in the construction material. Okay, that is they use stones, bricks, rings or concrete material to construct the well, and therefore the diameter is also different. Then next is a square well. Square well, you all will come to know from the word square itself. It is square in shape and rest of the thing is similar like a normal well. Okay, you have to it is deep. Okay, it is narrow, it is deep, and it is only the difference is it is circular in shape. It is built by bricks, stones, etc. Next is elongated well. Now elongated well means this well is also long. Okay, it is too long. Rest all the features are same. It is round in shape, it is deep, it is narrow, Okay, rest all the things are same. Then tube well, you can see the figure of the tube well, the picture is shown there. Okay, now this well is usually built in the area where the soil content is very high. Okay, and it is very difficult to construct a well as the soil is constantly falling. The soil is not steep, it does not holds. Okay, so it is very difficult to construct a well in such places. So what they do in such places, to make the water available, uh, they they dig a uh, tube, or they insert a tube, okay, which go deep inside the soil, okay, till it reaches the water level, okay, by using the pipes. So this will occupy less space and the cost is also less, but the storage capacity will be also less because it does not take much place, so it does not have much storage capacity as compared to wells. Next, pushkarni, or it is also called as pond. In general, it is a popular type of pond with steps in the shape of a square shaped stones. Most of the time, this structure is built and maintained in temples, palaces, etc. If you have visited to historical places, okay, or if you have visited temples, the historical temples, if you say, most of the time these pushkarni are being seen in those areas. Okay, it is square in shape but it has steps. Then next is barav. Now in some places you can see large step wells with good stone construction. Okay, there are some wells, you can see the picture over there, which are very good stone construction. Now it has steps from the ground to the water. Okay, in many places side accommodations are also available. Now many barrows also have a moat that can be used to pull water up. Next, budki, a well which has water only in rainy season and then it dries up due to lack of water, is called as budki. Okay, it has only, the water is only available during rainy season, rest of the season it does not have water. Okay, because of lack of living spring or due to lack of water. This type of structure is found in large numbers in mostly tribal areas and hills of Sahyadri. Now generally this structure is done along a stream or river. Next is a bore well. When groundwater level is deep, soil layer is low and sloping area is high, bore well is being drilled. Okay, in this, by selecting the right place, then digging by machine and going to a reservoir, the water storage is being used. So this is very useful solution where the groundwater level is very deep. Okay, but unfortunately the major is currently being misused due to the uh, benefits like low cost, then less space required and less time and machine work, etc. Next is ring well. This is done using a small diameter well concrete ring. Okay, you can see the figure over here. It is a small diameter. It is a small well. Okay, where they use a concrete ring. This solution works best where the groundwater level is good and also close to the beach. This well is usually 10 feet to 20 feet deep only. Okay, this measure is especially useful when conserving rainwater in urban areas. Lakes also played a very important role in modern urban planning. Gardens by the lakes, bath guards, etc. were planned. In 18th and 19th century, many large lakes were built in Mumbai, Mahalakshmi, Gaudevi, Lakshmi Narayan, etc. The temples of the place had large built ponds. Some lakes were extinguished due to the growth of the city and government facilities for drinking water supply. The lakes at Mumbai Devi and Mahalakshmi had recently been extinguished. Next, farm, pond, puddle or lakes. Now, farm ponds are constructed on the upper side of a farm to store rainwater. Now, these ponds are dug for the availability of water to the crop where there is a storage of water. Okay, so these are called as farm pods. Now, this this farm pond is constructed in a barren land or on the slopy banks of the river or stream. Land with low water permeability is selected. Then black soil with high clay content are suitable for this construction. However, land with loamy, sandy, porous rock or saline soil is unsuitable for farming. Farm ponds can be set up to store runoff water where it is not possible to dig wells easily. There are two types of pond constructed in such a way that the water enters the farm considering the natural streams. Ponds with water source in natural streams and farms in plain land. Groundwater in the catchment area is recharged. Water can be made available to the crop where there is a storage of water. Farm ponds are well used for fish farming, improvement of salty lands and wetlands. Body repair. In districts of Vidarbha, small reservoirs are constructed and water is stored in the upper part of the paddy field by earthen check dams. Now, paddy fields are the fields where the crops are grown. Okay, those are called as paddy fields. The stored water is fed to the paddy in the lower part of the reservoir as required. This small lake is called as body in Vidarbha. Due to the breakage of the pre-built bodies and the accumulation of silt in it, it is necessary to dip in and renew the old bodies. In Bhandara, Gondia, Chandrapur and Gadchiroli districts of East Vidarbha, the old bodies are renewed as an effective measure of water conservation. The objectives of this body renewals are to recharge them by interrupting the running water. A pond is a natural or artificial reservoir in a shallow part of a land which is given a definite shape by construction of edges, ridges and sculptures. Ponds are usually smaller in size than lakes and larger than wells. There are also names like Talav, then Pushkarni, Vapi, Vapika, etc. Some of these names are characteristics. For example, a Pushkarni is a lotus pond. Depending upon the size, its subtypes, Sun Pushkarni and Moon Pushkarni are also found. Now, usually ponds have been found in rural areas, okay, or in villages. Like rivers, ponds have gained very religious significance in India. Ponds, especially Pushkarni, are found in premises of most temples. Areas where large rivers are less, the number of ponds is high there. Now, it is customary to build ghats, pillars for lamps, overpasses, pillars, large gates, etc. near these ponds. It was not the king's job to supply water in the early days, but the people were able to meet their water needs by their own efforts. So, at that time, building a pond for public use was considered as the most important act according to Dharam Shastra. Now, such ponds were built and offered for public works. The ponds have been used in ancient times for many reasons, such as water supply to village, decoration of the temple, religious activities, firefighting, beautification of temple, facilities for travelers, etc. If the ponds are of natural spring or artificially stored water, the sweetness varies accordingly. It is noticed that in the past, water was stored in dams or dug in the ground to make the ponds last longer. The construction of pond can be made with stones to prolong the drainage process. In historical times, it was customary to build cold storage, baradari gardens, as well as ornate decorations and arcades along the embankment of check dams lakes. The Rajsamant of Udaipur and the Nasagar of Ajmer are the good examples. In Varanasi, it is said that the three rivers Varuna, Asi, and Ganga were connected by a network of lakes in the past. Lakes are planned in town planning at Mandavgarh near Indore. The Golden Lotus Lake at Meenakshi Temple in Madura is famous. Legend has it that Indra bathed in this lake to get rid of sin of Brahmahatya. There are large halls and overpasses around the lake.